Well, in a recent film, I think I remarked that we hadn't seen any kingfishers this year or filmed any. So we're hoping to put that right today by crossing the border into Warwickshire. So it's the A14, M6, and then the A46 to the outskirts of Coventry to here, Brandon Marsh. It's an absolutely glorious autumn day today. Beautiful blue sky, hardly a cloud anywhere, and all the beautiful colours of autumn on view. And the light today is superb, absolutely beautiful. And the leaves have just started to turn. There's some excellent habitat here at Brandon Marsh, from pools and lakes to large areas of quite ancient woodland. We had quite a bit of rain yesterday, and first thing, it's quite dewy, but it's absolutely glorious day. Let's check out some of the hides. Okay, this is the first hide we're checking out, looking out on the island in the centre there. Looks like it's mainly lapwing, a few cormorant. There's quite a few male shoveler in eclipse plumage, just changing back into their beautiful breeding plumage ready for next year. And something has sent the lapwing up, but almost as quickly they come back down to earth. There's a lot of fish in this lake. You can see them coming to the surface, the rings there, and a lot of good eating for cormorant, and there's one or two diving and fishing, and one has caught one there, and down it goes whole. And in competition for the fish, we've also got grey heron. I just noticed on the edge of the small island there, actually got a grey wagtail. Beautiful. It's been a couple of years at least since I last saw a grey wagtail. Beautiful bird. And heralding its arrival with a shrill whistle at last, a kingfisher. Not a bad shot there. It's not the best shot I've got of a kingfisher here. 3 or 4 years ago I got a really excellent shot of a kingfisher fishing. So far though, my best footage of a kingfisher was filmed at Paxton Pits a few years ago. Okay, let's move on and check out a few more of the hides. Brandon is a real oasis, only a stone's throw from Coventry and not that far from Birmingham Airport. It's that time of year again. There's all sorts of weird and wonderful fungi to be seen. Just making our way down the sun-dappled path past these beautiful old oak trees. This is the next hide. Quite a selection of birds out here. We've got little egret, got a pair out there, and heron in the far lake. Also black-headed gulls. These are juveniles. Little patch of mottle on the wing and no red beak yet. Also teal to be seen. And you wouldn't think the water was that shallow really, but it is, as you can see by that moorhen. And there's wasps still flying around. Okay, checking out the next hide. This overlooks the same stretch of water as the first hide we were in. Plenty of black-headed gulls here, and lapwing and mute swan. Very territorial mute swans, as you can see. And something has put the lapwing up again, probably the activity of the mute swans. Beautiful sight, lapwing in the air, sadly declining. Also got gadwall, and yet more male shoveler, and on the far side widgeon. I thought I heard some. Okay, moving on down the path, ever onward to the next hide, yet more fungi on view. And this is the next hide down. Never really seen that much from here. The odd kingfisher every now and then. There's plenty of posts for them to perch on. But this is good. This is a hobby. Wheeling through the heavens, catching dragonflies on the wing. There's still plenty of dragonflies flying still. And really fast, agile bird, as you can see. It's way too fast to see, but I'll just slow that down. You can actually see it throw its legs out to try and catch a dragonfly. There's a still. Okay, moving on. Another hide we want to check out along here. This next hide used to be a viewing screen only, but now it's a full-blown hide. See some owl boxes from here. Never seen any owls though, and also a osprey nest, hoping to encourage ospreys, but there's just a crow and moorhen on view from here. So we'll make our way, I think, to the hide where we've had the best views of kingfishers in the past. Make our way down this path, usually quite muddy, but it's not too bad today. And above us in the trees we've got long-tailed tits flitting around. Just down the end of this path is the hide where we've got decent kingfisher views in the past. And believe it or not, sod's law, there was one sitting on this post as we walked in, but it flew off immediately. Whether it will come back, I don't know. And just at the side of the hide here we've got yet more long-tailed tit. There's no kingfishers yet, but we've got a grey heron just flown in. I know we see and film these birds most of the times we're out, but it's not very often you get such a close view of a wild heron. Probably get fairly close in the semi-tame ones on boating lakes and so on, but the heron is once again a supreme hunter. They eat everything from fish, toads, frogs, newts, rats, water voles, anything it can get hold of, small birds, chicks and eggs in the breeding season. That eye has a special coating which allows it to see into the water past the reflections, a bit like a polarizing filter. And we watched it for about an hour as it went after this large fish. You just saw it come to the surface there, but it was unlucky and made its way back to the shore. Well, unfortunately the kingfish didn't return while we were there, but at least we got some footage, and I'll leave you with another look at that and catch you for another Nature Notebook soon. See you then.